Just gonna do a quick mic test. That sounds fine to me. Give me one quick second here. Make sure everything's set up correctly. So, let's just make sure that the controller is... Yep. So, howdy, Immortallium here, and we are back to do some more Penny Blood Hellbound. Now, if I had to guess, I think we're going to need to do another run today to go ask Yuan's mom another question. We only seem to be able to ask one question at a time. So, yeah, and I think last week we did all the stuff that we needed to around the hideout. So I think, for the most part, we can just get straight back in. Now, I was wondering about potentially swapping over to the other two characters that I haven't played yet. What are their names again? I've actually forgotten.
What do you see?
This one and this one. Oh yeah, Vito and Sariel, that was it. But we haven't unlocked these yet, using these characters over 10 times. So I should probably focus on that before swapping over again. That's what I think. So if people are like, oh, don't you want to play some other characters at the moment? I'm kind of like, well, that's kind of my logic for it. And we are going to do...
Again.
As usual.
You got it.
And how about we go... I still don't know if difficulty actually affects rewards or not, but let's go up to the 2nd star difficulty. Oh, we just were barely not able to... I'm trying to remember... Oh yeah, it's the entrails and stuff. That's what we get if we can get 100%. Oh, we got 100. Excellent.
Not bad, I suppose.
Yeah, well, we were struggling there a bit to get to the 100%, but you know what? That's fine. We'll get new abilities hopefully at some point. Blood Drunk grants a chance of we still only have 3 passes we can activate. Ecstasy Rush isn't bad. I'll take Ecstasy Rush for the moment. And I can always replace it later on if I don't want it. Now, yeah, you can see we can now re-roll chain effects. We only have one time we can do that. We also unlocked a resurrection one yeah, you can see the resurrection panel at the end over there. Okay, we're able to go straight to the shop, so let's see what's here.
Poison, fellas.
Yeah, we're starting out with 121. We can buy Malice Dagger, Sanguine Frenzy, Soul Husk, Friendship Talisman. Okay.
You're round, pal.
We need some kind of active ability right now. I'll try to be going through these runs quicker. Rather than doing like every panel on the board, I'll just try to get up to a point where I'm strong enough and then kind of move straight to the bosses. I can probably get to 100% if I do this, right? Oh, I forgot her one is like a little different. Still, I think we did actually get to 100%, didn't we? Would have thought I'd hit the barrel. There we go. Ah, so close. If I could attack a little faster. Oh, there we go. Oh, if Axeman had just swung there, I probably would have gotten it. Let me see. Plasma Ball. Let's re-roll for this. Deadly Rain, here we go. This is what I want. Excellent. So that was a good reroll. That worked out very well for me. Is the mic... I'll just raise it slightly, actually. I just know it felt a little low to me, so...
Now,
Hopefully my voice isn't too loud now. So we now have the arrows, which is pretty good. Obviously, it isn't really until it gets to level 3, I think, that actually becomes kind of amazing. But still, it's a very good AoE attack. It has a low cooldown. It does a decent amount of damage. Crap. Yeah, see, like, I'm not able to kill these guys that quickly. Crap. Crap. Okay. Really? Just one? Okay, this isn't super right now. Okay. So you... I would love to get you to 100%. But I don't actually know... Oh. Yeah, particularly since you were the last enemy, I wasn't going to get you to 100, I don't think. Bit of a shame, but what can you do? Also, look at all that health I got back for beating a stage. That's a fantastic upgrade. Now, Malice Dagger isn't bad. But is it what I want to give? Let's just reroll this. Now, for me... Because, yeah, the second slot after Arrow Rain or whatever, Deadly Rain, is a little bit more nebulous to me than the Deadly Rain itself. I could give... Let's give Malice Dagger to our partner here. Upgraded enough and it can be really useful. Let's try one of these. Might be a bit early to do this, but you know what? We're still early on, so we can actually take some risks. Okay. What's the best way to do this? Come on. Oh, I'm not going to get to 100%. Look, I got to 50. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. I need to do with you. Not gonna get to 100%. Crap. I'll probably be able to do so once I like upgrade my Deadly Rain, but at the moment with my basic attacks I can't get to 100.
Not bad, I suppose.
I am getting some organs still actually. I look down there, I'm at 9 now, so that's not bad. That's passives. Yeah, we could do with upgrading some passives.
let's go.
I'd love to get the dodging ones again. That'd be pretty rad. The drone one wouldn't be bad either. Careful. Why are they all, like, poisoned? Actually, does my whip do that? Oh my god, there's a lot of them. What the? Oh. There we go. Yeah, I think that poisons them. That's actually not bad. The only thing is, of course, when they have all this armor, they don't stagger, which is a real issue. Whoa, okay, I thought Axeman was an enemy there. Oh, Oh. I just saw some organ pop up there. Oh, and there's another one here.
Not bad, I suppose.
Blazing Blood. Sidestep, Vengeance Burst, nah. I'm not feeling any of those. Just gonna take a quick drink. There's a lot of money tiles.
Let's go.
Guess it wouldn't be bad because I could buy the spirit fragment or whatever at least. Aw, do you see how close I was? Oh. Careful. Okay, good. That was a good one. Really? Of course, if the wind actually, if I was able to do damage by dodging, that would also help with actually getting them to 100%. Of course, I still think I get more blood for them by doing this anyway, so it's fine. Oh, we got to 100 there. Fantastic. So now...
Not bad, I suppose.
Okay, let me just check to see that there aren't any organs that I missed. I don't think so. Hey, okay, another active ability. Okay, that's what I want to try. Not bad, not bad. Whoa. Okay, that was a bit of a risk. I got you 100, fantastic. Still haven't gotten any gold ones though. What the? I was hoping because Axeman hit them that would guaranteed 100%. Oh, I always find that kind of funny when they hit the enemies. Okay, any... Nope, we are good. Level 3 Vortex. Not the best for an ally, I would say, considering they can't really get hurt. That's okay for my ally, I think. Shock chain. Ah, okay, we'll take you.
Let's go.
You do a little bit of healing, so that can definitely benefit us. I presume it's the same dialogue as before. God, that was a real bad. Yeah, I think that's the same dialogue as before. Crap. I've taken a bit more damage already than I would care for. That was a lot of damage Okay, well that's something at least. Of course, even at this point. Got to 100, fantastic. So who's left? Just one of you guys. Okay, at least I have your one now. That'll help a bit with my healing. Malice waves could be good. That did add up to quite a lot last time. This is kind of tempting to try, though. I'm gonna give this a shot. Even though it's percentage-based, which, you know, a little bit annoying. That could end up being quite powerful.
Let's go.
So yeah, I'm intending in the earlier stages to spend a lot more time going through tiles and stuff. And then to try to get a bit quicker once I'm kind of set up. That's good. Jesus. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a lot of explosions. Not bad. Also, we got a gold organ of some kind. I didn't quite see what part it was. I should probably be using my special ability alright more.
Not bad, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, okay, okay. More deadly rain. We'll definitely take that. But it's once the area expand happens, that's where it becomes really powerful. Ooh, this is a lot. Okay, we're definitely gonna want to run through all of these. Oh crap, I hit the sidewall. Okay, you know what?
Again.
Very nice, very nice. Where's the big strong one? Okay, there we go.
Not bad.
And we are good. Malice Grinder would be huge for your man, I think. Or should I take it? You know what? I'm gonna take it this time. I'm gonna be bold and just take it. Okay.
Now for a
As
little rampage.
much as we can get here. Also, I think Yaman sells Malice Dagger, right? So I could upgrade Yaman's with that. Oh, I'm getting hit by poison. Oh my god. And I got hit by some regular attacks there, which is real bad. Oh, that poison. Hey, we got another gold one. That's really good. I'm trying to remember what our limitations were last time. Was it just pure numbers, or was it a lot of the gold stuff? Sorry for doing. I just realized I stuck my tongue out there in concentration. I was like, people probably don't want to see me do that.
Not bad, I suppose.
Malice Dagger. I'd be quite interested to see how the AI uses it once it has like the spread. So what we'll do... Hang on, we have 563 money. Okay, so we'll take the next passive one after this, then the money one, and then go to the shop and see what we can pick up. Crap. Oh my god, I keep taking so much damage. I could do with some healing now. Okay, here we go. Oh! That was gonna nullify. Okay, at least we got a little bit back. Oh god. Oh, so close.
Not bad, I suppose.
And let's just take a quick glance around. Here we go. Okay, so... Here's the thing that I'm a bit... I just want to check something actually to do with the achievements. There was some kind of ability in the achievements. Dragon's Breath. It says coughing up hellfire. How does that work? Oh, I'm in skills. Oh wait, sorry. What is? Did I have the word Hellstorm in the achievement's title? Hellfire is what they say. Coughing up hellfire, and this says Hellstorm. I'm not gonna do that right now. I have other things to prioritize. Like my health, for instance. My HP is so low.
Let's go.
Oh. Survive or... Survive. Oh my god, I'm getting hit by the poison. No. Okay, you know what? Oh, I've got to get hit by you probably. Am I immune while that happens, actually? Oh. Oh my god, that's so many. Okay, well, we're gonna head over to the resurrection panel. That's what we're gonna do.
That looks mighty fine.
Enriched harvest, ecstasy rush. Is that what we currently have? Yeah. Okay, we may as well get that now then. Considering how upgraded it is, we might end up having to go with that for the whole run, unless I get something that I really, really want. Okay. So this will be our first time using a resurrection panel. I wonder, is it free, or do I have to pay for it, or...
This way is
I remember Axeman's ability is actually kind of crazy. Okay. Oh yeah, how does this work? And you charge this and just do that. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Crap, I shouldn't have gone for trying to get to the 100. Oh, I missed. Really? Don't die. Oh god, okay, that was messy. I'm taking a lot of damage. Nah. Okay, let's see how this panel works. This is the first time I'm using a resurrection panel. Oh, plus 20% defense. I won't say no to that.
Now for a little rampage.
Cost money.
Let's go.
Actually, wait, did it say 50%?
Now for a little rampage.
Yeah, so... let's focus on the money right now.
Let's go.
That's also gonna hurt our chances with the shop, but what can you do? We also have our special ability. So once I got a nice big cluster of them around, I think that's when we'll... Crap! 602 still. Okay. Now's the time.
You got it.
That was pretty good. You're still alive. Okay, so there's one of the these pillory dudes. Oh, she can do a bit of damage as well. Actually, I didn't know that. Oh god. Okay, now we can resurrect your one. Should we do that right now? Yeah, we should, because we can just use a heal then. So if I go up this way... Oh, plus 30% attack. I'll also take that. And then... Let's take the free version of this. And between all that, we should be pretty good, I think.
Let's go.
For the rest of this, like, area.
Stop slacking off.
Hopefully. Oh, that didn't hit anyone. I want to stay in here, but... Crap, really? Still took a ton of damage there, even with the buff.
Not bad. I
And just
suppose.
checking for any... Nope. Not Vengeance Burst. I don't really... I mean, I guess if you just wanted to buff yourself at the expense of your partner, but you don't even get that big of a boost. Grants a chance to nullify damage, grants you temporary when attack begins. I am good. I am good. %40 attack. Ooh.
Now for a little rampage.
Yeah, we need to build up our money again. We actually went through it all to get that resurrection. Oh god. Why am I getting to 100% so easily with you? Oh! Now it's taking a bit. Ooh. Oh yeah, so A is this one. Which the fact that it applies poison is really the big benefit of it, because in and of itself it doesn't do that much damage. But adding some poison, you know what, that often is just enough.
Not bad, I suppose.
To make it worth it, I mean. Of course, it's also only level 2. I would love to upgrade more of the weapons, but we need one of those upgrade materials. I can't remember which color it was. Was it white? Okay.
Let's go.
So how you folks been doing? Huh? Was I talking about... I think it was, right? Last week I was talking about Deadly Premonition or something. Got that done. Finally. I mean, my god. Even though it was a really interesting game to play through, the technical jank of it was horrific. Like, the amount of crashes I had to deal with. My god. But overall, it was definitely an interesting game. Very flawed. I think even without, you know, the technical issues, I think I'd still be feeling a little mixed in terms of it as a game, because there's a lot of really good aspects, but like the open world stuff just isn't really suitable for the game, I think. I mean, to some degree it is, because you get to go around and do side quests, which actually I kind of liked the side quests in that game. They had like a lot of personality to them. Even if they weren't, like, in terms of quests themselves, they weren't that complicated. At 2%.
Not bad, I suppose.
But, yeah, there was just a lot. I did like the combat so bad. And there's this, like, running sequence you got to near the end of the game. If anyone's played it, you probably know what I'm talking about. And it's just so horrible to play. So, yeah, lots of good aspects, lots of not good aspects. I'm not really enthused to play the sequel slash prequel, Deadly Premonition 2. Because basically, I think from what I've heard, a lot of people are just kind of like, it's a weaker version of the first game. And the first game is already very flawed. And then the other thing that's kind of off-putting about that as well is, so I played through the first Deadly Premonition with keyboard and mouse, because that's typically how I play. I guess it would technically be a third-person shooter, wouldn't it? So yeah, that's typically how I play those kind of games. But on the Steam page for the second game, it says that it doesn't support keyboard and mouse. And I'm kind of like, that's kind of sucks, because again, I played through the first one. Like, that's how I typically, like, okay, some games, like, for instance, I'm playing with this one on a controller.
Bad, I suppose.
And just because it feels, hey, I wouldn't mind getting this one. Although that gets it to, okay, we'll go with this one for the moment. I like having the idea of having the drone. I wonder if the drone assists you with getting to that 100%. But yeah, I am probably going to replace
Let's go.
the blood ecstasy thing with one of the dodging stuff, maybe. I don't know. I actually forgot about that other one. I haven't actually been paying attention. I think there were a few moments where I kind of felt like something was different. But I haven't been, like, actively taking note of it. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That was a lot of damage. Oh my god! Stop! Stop! I was trying to do my special. Oh my god. I feel like his special's better than hers. Okay.
Not bad, I suppose.
Nah. I like the idea of it charging up by itself, but it's probably not going to make that much of a difference in the end. I feel like it charges up pretty quickly, regardless.
Let's go.
Plus 40% attack is quite nice. But yeah, so, like, I get why a lot of people like Deadly Premonition. There was a lot of aspects that I did enjoy myself as well, but then there's just so many other aspects. Like, a lot of people say it's a love it or hate it game, and I actually find myself kind of more in the middle on it. I guess there's a lot of things I love and hate about it. So I guess that's one way to look at it. But in terms of just, like, the game as a package, I'm quite mixed on it. But you know, I played it now, and I can actually say that I've played Deadly Premonition. So you know what, that's good. And plus, I remember many years ago, I watched some of the Game Grumps played a bit of Deadly Premonition. And at the time, I was really into, like, what they were doing with it. Actually, looking back on it, I looked at a couple of episodes recently. Like, I get that their job is to make things funny and stuff, but they just weren't taking the game seriously at all, which is kind of like them. So, you know, it's basically like if that's what you want. But these days, I'm kind of more at the attitude of, you know, let the comedy happen and just play the game naturally, you know? Because, like, particularly with a lot of types of games, like, you're inevitably going to come across, like, funny stuff. Sometimes glitches, sometimes just, like, weird interactions.
Now for a little ramp.
You know, you don't necessarily need to be trying to insert humor all the time, I think. But that's how a lot of people started, and it probably would be a bit difficult for them to change their ways, so... I don't know. What do you guys think, actually? Like, do you like it when people are, you know, focusing on the comedy aspect so hard with Let's Plays? Or do you want to sometimes have them be a... Let me just do this, and... There we go. May as well try to get all these entrails. But or do you want them to just kind of play normally? And sometimes that means there aren't going to be that many jokes, but there's going to be a lot of like discussion, and you know, it's almost more like a hanging out kind of situation. You guys kind of prefer that? Because I kind of prefer that myself these days. Okay, there was one... Oh yeah, the skull one. Oh, actually, let's grab this money one. Because we're going to go to the shop and we're going to pick up... 2 things? Yeah, 2 things. Oh, come on, I activated the ability and I still got hit. It does help though, like her healing definitely adds up over time. Okay, here comes the man. Oh my god, stop hitting me. Ooh, that was a nice amount of entrails there. So yeah, I'm just curious what your thoughts are on all that.
Not bad, I suppose.
Because for me, that's definitely how I feel about it these days. What the hell happened there? Oh, I activated the ability as I... That was a bit weird.
Let's go.
But yeah, also just trying to be... Sometimes, like, I look at some of these people. Oh, it's one of these guys. And it feels quite forced sometimes. And, you know, I get it. Like, not every joke's gonna, like, land. But if it comes at the expense of the game, then that's kind of where I'm like, problems are starting to occur, you know? Oh, good God. Very nice. Did not hit you at all. Deal with that relatively easily now. You're about to go down. Did I just get hit by something? Oh my god, look at my health. I have no health. Whew, that was closer than I would have liked.
Not bad, I suppose.
Man, maybe the difficulty is too high. And if it's not affecting, like, drops and stuff, I should probably... I'll see.
Now for
Pick
a
your
little
poison,
rampage.
fellas.
Okay, well, one thing we can do... Yeah, now that's going to be 3 shots, so that'll help.
Lose it, pal.
We're not going to do that. I want to buy one of this.
Use it or lose it, pal.
I'm probably fine for the rest. Okay. Gotta do this boss with very little health.
Now for a
So I'm not happy about that, but, you know, what can you do? Usual, yep, same. And yep, we're good. Wait, where's the... Oh, there we go. I don't know why. When he did that thing where he threw like the little fire out of the goblet he has, it really made me think of Moog from Elden Ring. You know, his like blood flame. Has she done any healing yet this match? Yeah, that just really makes me think of Moog. What an interesting and weird boss fight that was in Elden Ring, Moog. Oh, come on. I got caught on something. I don't know what it was. Okay, you know what? We're gonna swap to you for a moment. And where are you? He's over here somewhere. Okay, I need you to swap again one more time.
You got it.
I was about to say, there's something over here. Oh my god, okay. Crap. Oh, come on, dude. Not bad. We got the 3 in, I think. Okay, we're getting healing. There we go. Okay, at least we did that. That wasn't too bad. And our reward is one of these, which we probably need. Yes, you see, we need at least one of those. That might be what we need to upgrade the weapon. I'll have to see. Can I... No, I can't skip this. Is it the same amount of enemies as usual, or does it feel like that there's more than before? We got to 100% there. Very nice. And yeah, if there's no blood, it probably means there's no entrails and stuff. Pain Gate, Flame Flame. Nah, don't really want any of those. Okay, let's see what we've got to work with here. Okay, so yeah, as suspected, we have a resurrection panel over there. We have 2 question marks, one of whom could possibly be a new companion. So that'd be good. Oh god. Crap. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Where is everyone? Oh, that was her attack. Yeah, I was about to say no way.
Not bad, I suppose.
There's one, and that's... Oh, no. There we go. Deadly Rain! Fantastic. So now I think because you get a nice big chunky increase there in terms of damage, and it increases the effect range, which is pretty huge. Okay, these are all bonus stuff. So I'm going to try going over to the question marks first just to see are there any like companions over there. Pretty easy to get these guys to 100%. Oh, crap. Ooh, that was pretty easy. Did I even get hit once there?
Not bad.
I actually don't think I did, right? Also, I probably shouldn't have left the circle before she finished healing, but what can you do? Oh my god. when I'm like, oh, I would love to get one of the dodging ones. Now I get both. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with the wind first. And I haven't really been noticing you. You're only level 1, but that's fine. I'll just...
Let's go.
We never know what's in the shop, so... And also, we better get our money in case we need to resurrect again. I don't know why I was avoiding the blood as if, like, blood was a bad thing for me. You see, like, that adds a lot of damage. Oh, speaking of a lot of damage. Okay, where's... Here.
Not bad, I suppose.
Yeah, we did pretty well there, I'd say. But weird how her... Like, when I click on the coin, sometimes, like, the skill activates. Catching me off guard a bit. Oh my god, look at how many passive... Well, we're going for the question marks anyway. Okay, this is a lot of... Was that one of those little orb things that hurt me? No, I got the orb thing. Oh my god. Please stop hurting me. Yeah, it's one of those little orb guys. Okay. Can we get to 100? No, we're not going to get to 100. We're getting close, but just not quite there. If our weapon was upgraded more, we probably could do it. Okay, where's the last one? Oh, over here. I forgot these guys go underground.
Not bad, I suppose.
Actually, just while we're doing this, you're up to 4. Okay, so you need one more level. Okay, let's see what these are now. I think this... Yeah. 2 healing ones. They really want me to get more passives, huh? My god, okay.
Now for a little rampage.
I mean, the passives could do with some upgrading, sure, but... Wait, where'd the... I actually lost track of... Okay, it was probably this one. Oh, I was about to say, oh, I'm at full health, but no. Wasn't to be. Okay, but there's a lot coming around here now. And finally, one of you guys, of course. It always seems to be one of these guys to finish off. I guess because they don't actively go after me.
Not bad, I suppose.
No. Yeah, no. At first I was looking at that, at this one, I was like, oh, is that the one I have? But no, it isn't. Also, I think my voice is cracked. Oh, gee. What was it? I saw a Simpsons clip recently,
Now for
and I'd completely forgotten about it. It's great. It's that one, A World Without Zinc. And that lead guy kind of talks with that voice and that. Come back, Zinc! Come back! You know? Zinc! But yeah, the biggest question, of course, is why would you ever wish for a world without Zinc?
doesn't it?
What, did Zinc wrong him somehow?
Not bad, I suppose.
Sorry, I just keep thinking of that little bit. It's great. His car won't start. He tries to use the phone. He tries to shoot a gun. None of it works without Zinc.
Let's go.
Come back, Zinc! Come back! Oh god, I was quite tickled by that. Season 3, if I recall correctly. As a kid, you see... Like, I think a lot of people say Season 5 is the best season of Simpsons. As a kid, I used to always watch Season 3. Like, that was the season that I just enjoyed the most. Hang on, let's activate this. There we go. So, I have a lot of fondness for Season 3 episodes. Also just love the art style of it. Like, it's at the point in Season 3 where they've refined the animation, but not to, like, where it looks clean. So I just think it has a very, like, pleasant aesthetic to it as well. But then there are just a lot of great episodes within that season as well. Like, we're talking the Michael Jackson episode, which was the first one, with Homer with the pink shirt, remember? You got
Now
the Lurleen Lumpkin episode, where Homer has to be like a manager. That's the Edna Krabappel episode, the one that had the Zinc thing. Bart the Lover. Woodrow. I am Woodrow. Do you remember? Why did that not activate? Hang on. But yeah, there was a lot of great episodes. Oh, how could I forget, actually? It was the second, and as far as I'm aware, last appearance of Herb, Homer's half-brother.
Not bad.
Oh, that was a great one as well. Great character, like Danny DeVito. Like, did a fantastic job voicing him. It's a shame that he only gets those 2 episodes, really.
Let's go.
But yeah, so yeah, let me know what your favorite season of Simpsons is. A lot of people say 5. 5 is a really good season. Like, honestly, like the first 6 seasons, maybe not including the first one, all like brilliant television. The first season's a bit rough. There's some really good episodes in there, but there's also some real like iffy ones in there. Like, some of the best episodes of season 1, I think, would be like, obviously the first episode's really good. The Simpsons on the campfire, roasting on an open campfire. You've also got the episode where Marge nearly cheats on Homer with the bowling alley guy. That's really good in that first season as well. Lisa with her, what's his name? Bleeding Gums Murphy. That's another good one. And like, I really like as well, even though it's a bit weird, that last episode where it's the babysitter.
Not bad.
So there's a lot of good stuff in that first season. There's also like the what's it called? Hang on, let me just look at this first. The episode where they go into the forest, like that just seems odd in tone to me. It's not super funny. There are some really good bits in it though. Like the Maggie stuff was fantastic in that episode. But like the rest of the episode is so like it really feels like it's an episode that where they're trying to figure out the style of The Simpsons, you know? And then what were some of the other ones that I probably felt a little more mixed on? Well, actually, one that I thought of from season 1 that I quite like is that episode where Homer gets in trouble for dancing with the stripper. You got a great like monologue from at the end. Do you remember? I'm just thinking about when he's like he's talking about women in general. I think it's Women's Month as well or something. It's a good time to talk about it. Where he's talking about you know, or mothers or daughters or wives or aunts or nieces and nephews. Well, not her nephews. Like that's just a great little gag there where he, like it feels so natural but also just makes you laugh. Like who came up with that bit to have him like accidentally say nephew and then like to correct himself immediately?
Not bad, I suppose.
I know, that was good. I don't know, yeah, okay, we're gonna go with this, and we're gonna replace the Ecstasy Rush. Maybe that's a mistake, but I just do so much dodging anyway that it feels good. But, what was I saying? So, like, that other one, what was the name of that episode? Was it Bart the Genius? Which was, like, the first episode that aired after Simpson roasting an open campfire. Like that, you know, it's a fine episode. There's some decent gags in it, like with this. I think that's the Scrabble one, right? Where Homer has xylophone literally written out, and he's like, "I can't make anything with this." But I don't know. There's just a lot of that episode where it's kind of it comes off as a little more. I'm a little more mixed on it. Like the episode where Homer, like, does the safety with the power plant thing. You know, it's fine again, but like it that one's probably an issue mostly because later on he's so not that it just seems a bit weird that he's taken it so seriously early on.
Bad, I suppose.
Now, I think later on he becomes the safety inspector, and I think you see that he's still like as lethargic and as ever, but it still feels a bit weird. Yeah, and what are the other episodes were there? Oh yeah, the Bart the General one was a bit... Although I did like the gag. They kind of got rid of it after a while, but the gag of that guy who always told a different story of how he lost his arm. Because they were going to do a joke. So what was it? In that episode, the joke was... he's like, yeah, your teachers ever tell you to keep your arms inside the boss? And Bart's like, yeah. And he's like, well, next time they tell you to do that, you better do it, or something like that. So, like, the implication is he lost his arm by sticking it outside of the window and it getting, like, broken off. And then I heard there was some gag they were going to do where the gag was that he got, like, caught in a, what's the machine called at a bowling alley? The ones that, like, bring the bowling ball up to you. But the joke was going to be that he, got his arm caught in there and, you know, lost his arm that way. And apparently the network didn't like it. They thought it was, even though Dave was just describing it, they thought it was a bit too visceral for television. And they just kind of, after that, like they could have kept it going, but I think they felt demotivated after that. I guess it was like a big restriction, essentially. Like they've now got this restriction of, well, the bowling alley thing is apparently too much. So maybe that's part of why they felt demoralized about it. But yeah, you know, there was a lot of decent stuff in that episode as well, but, you know, it wasn't super funny, per se. Season 2 is really good as well. As I said, like, seasons 4 to 6 are all, like... Not 4 to 6. Seasons 2 to 6. Fantastic television. 7 and 8 are really good as well. But that's where you kind of start to feel the decline a bit. Oh, Mini Cthulhu.
Now for a little rampage.
Forgot about Mini Cthulhu, or Baby Cthulhu, or whatever you want to call him. Okay, let's deal with this first.
Not
Is it going to
bad,
still be
I
the...
suppose.
Yeah, 3. 3, I guess, is the max. Although I feel like there must be a 5 one at some point, right? That was a little faster than I expected. I can get a level 5 skill. A special effect. So 5 stages to turn it from causes you to suffer damage based on minus 6% of damage you deal with active skills. Or increases ecstasy skill attack power by 70%. You know what? That investment's probably worth it. Because I'm getting healed after battle anyway, so... And your one can heal me as well.
Let's go.
Oh my god, I looked at my passives and realized they're all level 1. Yeah, this is a tough one already. I can really see already, like, the drop in, the drop in health. Just from using a few of these abilities. But you see, then this is going to help a lot as well. You see, and now I'm back at the end and I have all of my health. So yeah, that's not too bad. I probably wouldn't want to fight a boss with it though, given how long those boss fights are, but... You know, that's fine. Do I have enough stages to actually turn the curse around though? Oh, I definitely do, don't I? Yeah, I must. Yeah, I totally must. Hang on. Oh, it's 4 panels. Oh yeah, definitely then.
Now for
Let's try
a
getting...
little rampage.
It'd be really good if we could upgrade these passes, because the fact that these passes are level 1 at this point is probably a real bad thing. I know, we had a level 4 one, but like... I know, I like these aggressive ones where... like they're dealing damage as I dodge or automatically, that kind of stuff. Crap! Okay, you know what? And everyone gather around.
You got it.
Dang it, I wasted a skill there. Wait, where's the... oh, down here. Surely I can do this guy without... yeah.
Not bad, I suppose.
But yeah, and then obviously there's the infamous... like season 9 is where a lot of people really agree that quality starts to dip. And I think it's because... the main one they noticed, it was that episode to do with Seymour Skinner and stuff. I think people who are, you know, familiar with The Simpsons probably know which one I'm talking about. I remember as a kid, I thought it was like an epic kind of episode because I was like, oh, it's like learning this thing. But looking back at it, like as like a grown man now, I'm like, oh wow, it really like taints a lot of the series. Not that, not just that as well, but then like it's so like we'll never talk about this again. You know, at the end of the episode, it's like I know that the status quo is a thing in The Simpsons generally, but like I don't know, it just felt like such a cop out.
Not bad, I suppose.
No. How many more stages do I need to complete to turn the blessing? Is it 1? Yeah, 1 more.
Now
Let's go to the shop first.
rampage.
You know what?
Use it or lose it, pal.
A black heart would be good.
Use it or lose it, pal.
Okay.
Down, pal.
And
Let's go.
God, let's do this one. Although now I'm starting to wonder, am I going fast enough? Okay, so after this now, there should be the here we go. Okay. Again, that'll kind of help. Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage! Okay, this is actually a real issue. Let's see if I can't take down one of these guys. That would be quite helpful if I could. If we can just get rid of the armor, there we go. Oh my god, okay. That was really bad on my part.
Not bad.
But now it should convert, I think. Does it convert now, or probably when I go out? Yeah, there we go. So now XC skill attack power plus 70%. That's really good. I want to see what's past here.
For a little rampage.
More active skills, sure, yeah. We really need some more active skills. Like, we're almost done stage 2, and like I still feel like we're so underdeveloped. Oh. But I mean, like 70% boost to the ecstasy skill is still pretty good, I'd say. So, you know what? That's at least something. Oh, hold up. Something just worked, so I'm quite happy to see something I set up just worked out quite well there. Oh my god, look at my health. Okay, better take as much of this as I can.
Not bad, I suppose.
Okay, and any organs? I don't think so. Getting so many malice daggers. We just don't need them now. But, shoot, what was I talking about before that? Oh yeah, Simpsons as well. Yeah, and Seymour Skinner and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Okay.
Now for a
We could try to go for more money, but let's try to actually, like, make greater progress.
Let's go.
She's not too hard, so I think we should be able to deal with her pretty easily. Whoa. Oh, crap. Okay, that was a lot tighter than I was expecting. Next phase. I might swap over to your man when she goes in and, like, activate the skill. Pretty good damage. Oh. Okay. Oh.
You got it.
Wait, where is she? Oh, there she is. Oh my god. Okay, this is a little quite hectic all of a sudden. Oh my god, that was closer than I would have liked. Oh god. Crap. Oh wait, where's she gone? Oh, here she is. All these weird angles. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, there we go, we got her. Easy enough. I know there was a bit of tension there, but considering I feel underdeveloped right now, that's still not actually that bad.
Not bad, I suppose.
Wait, why is there a health bar still over there? Yes. We'll definitely take that. Literally anything that I have none of, I will take super gladly. Oh. Okay, where's your man going to appear? Did that get to 100?
Bad.
I couldn't actually tell. It was so tight if it wasn't. I'm getting unlucky with these options. There's quite a bit here. Let's see what is available in the store. So anyway, yeah, so there was just that. Like, Simpsons, I really love it, but oh my god, that series needed to stop it so long ago. Like, I just remember a few years ago sitting down and I was like, how bad can the new Simpsons be? And I sat down and watched, I don't know, like 5 minutes of a new episode, and I was like, oh my god, this is so bad. It's so sad because it was so good at one point. Like, Simpsons, I just think it, like, so there's so much stuff in my life that reminds me of The Simpsons. I'm often quoting it and all that kind of stuff. It's just tragic. It's tragic what happened to it. But yeah, I mean, that applies to a lot of things. Like, that same thing happened with SpongeBob, where, oh my god, like, that show needed to stop so long ago. Hang on, let me just... Oh, this is different. This is a new mechanic, I think. Use up some of my health to get pennies, I guess. All these other stuff I don't need. I'll try it.
Use it or lose it, pal. See you around, pal.
That's kind of interesting.
Let's go.
But yeah, again, like SpongeBob, like, I remember the first 3 seasons in the movie. Like, I remember it so fondly. And then again, I did a similar thing of like, how bad could the new SpongeBob episodes be? And I watched, like, I don't think I even got past 3 minutes of it. Because it was like, it opened up with like some singing mermaids and they were causing trouble in Bikini Bottom. And I was like, this does not feel like SpongeBob at all. This doesn't feel like a SpongeBob episode, like, plot at all. So I just stopped watching it. Oh.
Not bad, I suppose.
It's funny how these things happen, isn't it? That's why you gotta move on to new stuff. That's why you gotta find new things to enjoy. Like,
Let's go.
a series that I really wanted to watch more of, but unfortunately, I only got the first season of it because it's the only season available over here. Regular show. I was so impressed with that first season. Like, I love the fact that basically the style of it was to, like, have, like, there be, like, it starts out with a simple task. Like, the characters have got to do this simple thing. And it, like, escalates in such an insane, crazy way. Like, what was the one? It was like the second episode of the first season where all they have to do is set up the chairs. And they end up, like, having to deal with a gigantic robot or something. Wasn't it? Like, I just love that structure.
Not bad.
Like, having a realistic situation go so unrealistically out of control. It's actually quite genius in a way. Oh my god. But yeah, I would have loved to see more seasons that released over here. I considered importing it, but I don't know, the price just didn't work out for me. So there's that, and you know, all this kind of stuff. It's interesting. Oh my god, I got hit by something real hard there. Okay, maybe I'm reminiscing too much about older cartoons and stuff. I think I mentioned in Victory Chief Gaming recently how I wanted to watch Steven Universe and give it a shot because like a lot of people love Steven Universe. And Manga Entertainment was a company that distributed anime, contrary to the name, in the UK and Ireland. Basically reaching to English-speaking territories. Maybe they had some sales in Malta as well, I don't know.
Not bad.
But they had this thing for a little bit with Cartoon Network where they were like releasing some of their shows on Blu-ray, no less. And I was so excited for it. I wasn't that fond of the first season of Adventure Time when I watched it. So I wasn't too excited about that one. But like we got Over the Garden Wall, that's the one, right? That's also a really good series. Really like that. And they were going to release a bunch of Steven Universe, and they had like the first 2 seasons listed, and I actually got the first season. But then they just like for some reason they were like, oh, we're delaying it. And then I don't know if they ever like officially cancelled it, but like the listing went away. They stopped releasing Cartoon Network stuff. I don't know what happened. I don't think it was selling that badly, but then again, like my only conclusion is that something went wrong behind the scenes.
Not bad, I suppose.
But I actually don't know what it could have been. So yeah, that was annoying because there was a lot that I kind of wanted to see them release with that. So even though I have the first season of Steven Universe, I'm kind of like, don't really want to watch it right now because of the fact that I can't... I mean, I'm sure it's on probably one of the streaming services. Hang on, so Cartoon Network's owned by Warner Brothers, right? So does that mean, would it be on... Is there one HBO Max? Is that their streaming service? For Warner Brothers? I'm not 100%. So maybe it's on there. Oh my god, there's a lot going on here. But yeah, so like maybe it's on there, but you know, again, I'm not much of a streaming person myself. I tend to prefer to have like the physical copies. God, that was kind of awesome actually, how they all exploded at the same time. Ooh, finally, Malice Grinder upgrade. Doesn't affect the effect range at all, but at least it does a bit more damage, so that's something. So yeah, I do kind of feel a bit bummed out about that when I think back to it. And like the worst part to me is just the fact that we never got an explanation. We don't know exactly what happened.
Let's go.
Why they stopped distributing them. Like even stuff that was like announced and like you could pre-order, they just like stopped. So I have no idea. We'll probably never know the answer to it really because I haven't really heard anyone else talk about it. And if there's not other people talking about it and like wanting answers, then we're probably never gonna see the answer. Okay, let's do this.
Got it.
One of these, yeah. Always one of these guys. But yeah.
Not bad, I suppose.
Oh my god. Oh, it's level 2. Oh my god, that's huge actually. Great. That's massive. Of course, I probably would have preferred Deadly Rain upgrades first, but you know what? I'll take any upgrades I can get at the moment.
Now for a little rampage.
Oh my god. Well, you know what? Oh my god! was like on top of like where I'd gone. It always freaks me out when you like start a bomb and then someone else knocks it towards you. Like, oh, it's like in those cartoons where it's a person kicking the grenade, the people kicking the grenades back and forth. But yeah. So,
Not bad, I suppose.
anything else of interest recently? Mainly just been working. Actually, like the big things recently that I've been working on, editing for Victory Cheap Gaming. We're editing the, well, we say we. I am editing the Dark Souls Remastered and Poo Poo Tetris episodes. So go check that out. That would be greatly appreciated if you folks would lend a hand there. I would love to be able to like record more frequently and stuff, but I feel like we're not gonna get a chance to do that until like we're monetized, so that like I can at least pay Caitlin for a few things. Maybe like her ticket down for one, among others. I don't know. I mean, so far it's fine. It's just like it would be nice if we could do it more regularly. But we'll mainly be able to do that once once we're making a bit of money on it, I think. I think that helped a lot with some of the expenses. As well as like time commitments and stuff. And then working for UK Anime Network as well. Like, covering a bunch of stuff on there. Talking to
Let's go.
people at WWA Wave Corporation recently, doing a couple interviews and stuff. They released their streaming service. I have my thoughts on them. I've actually written up a first impressions article. Excuse me for all the but anyway, so yeah, I've written up a first impressions article. I just need to kind of get some approval for it before I can put it out there. But basically there's a bunch of stuff, and I kind of share my thoughts on like how it can improve and that kind of stuff, just to give you kind of a rough idea. Because there's a lot of potential with that service, I think. I know I was just talking about how I'm not much of a streaming service person myself, but, you know, that's maybe a bit of an exception. But, yeah. I don't want to say too much because the article hasn't even come out yet. I want to see what this question mark is.
Rampage.
Okay, we're gonna start out with all these guys. God, I just used all my abilities in one go there, essentially. In terms of what else I've been playing, let's see. Well, there's a review thing I'm doing on the Steam Deck right now, which I can't really talk about too much. But if you want to see the review in the end, basically I run a curator group on Steam, JRPG reviews. And, you know, I get sent games, you know, sometimes.
Bad, I suppose.
The main ones I've been getting is from a company called Kemco. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of a video game company called Kemco. They're kind of interesting because they are... Okay, so we don't have any companion ones, unfortunately.
Let's go.
But they've been around for quite a while, actually. Like, since the 80s. But now they kind of specialize in doing, like, mobile RPG games. And, like, based on, like, the ones that I've reviewed so far, you see that I'm not the biggest fan of them in general. There's some that are kind of, you know, better than others. Like, the only one that I would say that I've given a positive review is Meridian Tavern Story. Like, that was actually quite a respectable game, also taking a lot of damage there. neat premise, you know, decent graphics and stuff. You know, it was a little grindy, and some of the characters weren't like, you know, the characters weren't amazing by any stretch of the imagination. But like among what I've covered from them, like they are that's easily the best game that I've covered so far from them. Like, I thought the same company who did a similar thing with, what was it called? The Blacksmith one of the Sand Kingdom, I think it was called. Like, that game I felt like was a step back. Hell yeah. And then all the other stuff, like, are either, like, mixed reception or negatively reviewed. I don't know, they're interesting. I will say that.
Let's go.
Interesting to cover, but the fact is, these games aren't short. And if you start one and you realize that the game's not going to be great, it kind of feels a little exhausting to do. Because you gotta commit a bunch of time to it. So yeah, it's just fascinating from that perspective. Like, what was that? Like, so the other thing I guess I will say about those reviews as well is that I try, in general, to complete the game before I can review it. Considering it's super short, you know, curator thing. It probably isn't the case that I need to do that. It's not like I'm writing a big in-depth review. But I'm always thinking to myself, what if there's something later on that changes my opinion? You know, like some new mechanic gets added, or some, you know, the story goes in an interesting direction or something. And so that's why I generally try to, excuse me, play through like all of the games I have to review on there. There's only one game on there that I haven't done that for. It was because it was so torturous to play that I just couldn't. And I looked up some reviews of other people just to see, like, were there anything that they mentioned that I hadn't come across yet? And there was nothing. There was nothing that they mentioned that I was like, oh, I haven't gotten to that bit yet. So in the end I decided, oh my goodness, Hunchcrow Hoodlum. I didn't see you there. How long have you been there? Just to make sure that, like, we're on the same page. Just arrived. Okay, so I think you're listening to me talk about a game that was so bad that I couldn't finish it before reviewing it, right? Okay, so that game, I'm talking about a video game company called Kemco, who sometimes send me stuff to review from them, and I would say they're not a particularly good company in terms of quality. Very much quantity over quality. Oh, do you actually know Kemco? Hang on now, if you do know Kemco, you gotta tell me how you know him, because I'm actually very curious now. And then I'll talk about the game that I was talking about. Yeah, that's a good way to describe him, actually. That's a good way to describe him. So, yeah, I've had to cover a bunch of their games. And I was saying how, like, most of the games, you know, they aren't very good. Some of them are better than others. There's only one game that I've covered from them that I've actually given what I would consider to be a positive review, which is Morenian Tavern Story. All the other ones, I've got a... Oh god, yeah, okay, those ones. Alphadia. I had to review Alphadia Genesis 2 at one point. That was not a good experience. But what was I saying about? Oh yeah, but the game I was talking about, the one that, like, I was talking about when I have heard actually that Armed E-Myth is actually decent. But yeah, anyway, just to get back to what I was saying. So the game that I was talking about when you came in was a game called Sephirotic Stories. That is the one game that from them that I just couldn't finish because it was so unbelievably bad. And apparently that's an opinion that most people seem to share. And so what I did with that was I looked up some reviews of other people just to see, like, did anyone mention any mechanics or story beats that I hadn't gotten to? And, like, literally there was nothing. So I'd experienced all of the things I needed to know just from a couple of hours of playing. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just cover this. Because I'm covering it on Steam Curator for those ones that, like... So it's not as if these reviews have to be, like, big and in-depth or anything. So... well... In terms of the aesthetics of Alphadia Genesis, like, I thought there was something kind of charming about the PS1 style battle graphics. But, you know, they weren't anything special at the end of the day. They're not like... You know, like, when I think... Like, my favorite video game of all time... have I spoken to you before, or mentioned to you before, my favorite video game of all time? I don't know, but I'll just bring it up anyway. So my favorite video game of all time is Final Fantasy IX. Like, I just absolutely love Final Fantasy IX. And obviously that's a PS1 game. But, like, holy moly do those graphics hold up well for a PS1 game. It's all on my Steam page. Oh, you've been to my Steam page. Well, that's good to hear. But yeah, Final Fantasy IX, which I just think is, like, you know, okay, it's not perfect, obviously, but it's such... It does so many things so well. I just absolutely love it. What was that noise already? Oh, it's a gold entrail thing. But anyway, it's like... You know, like, I don't know if you've heard, there apparently, there's a lot of rumors around, it's been going on for ages, that there's going to be some kind of remake of Final Fantasy IX. Not... Oh, I failed. Okay. But, you check the review section. Review section is in, like, you know, the reviews that I've put up, like, on the Steam page, like, store. Like, the reviews you find the user review ones. Is that what you're talking about? Because I haven't done any of them for ages, I don't think. I've been mainly focusing on the curator page with regards to Steam and stuff. Okay, let's do the boss here. That's fine. So, they haven't announced it. Gotta admit, you know, on one hand I'm kind of excited about it, but on the other hand I'm also really nervous about it, because, you know, it's my favorite game of all time. But also, Final Fantasy IX is one of those rare Final Fantasies, at least, you know, or since maybe Final Fantasy VII or something, where, like, it was rushed because it was like, it came out after the PS2 released, I believe. I'm right about that, right? And they were like, we need to get this out. So there was some, like, stuff in the game that they didn't quite finish up, that felt kind of rushed. So if they could come back and, like, redo those bits, that'd be amazing. But I just, like, Square Enix, like, man, what are they doing these days with some of their decisions? Like, I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. Final Fantasy 16 came out, oh crap, came out on PC within the past few months. I haven't picked it up yet. And it's just because it looks so not Final Fantasy to me. Like, a lot of things. It's not just the combat system, but a lot of people will mention. And admittedly, I think the combat system is one part of that. But even just aesthetically and everything, it just doesn't feel Final Fantasy to me. Now, I am curious about it, to the point where, you know, if I can find it on sale at some point in the future, I'll pick it up just so that I have an opinion on it. But it just seems so different to the Final Fantasies that I grew up with. So, there's that, and then there's also those Final Fantasy VII remakes. Which I just haven't gotten around to those as well. But then... yeah, well, Squaresoft. Like, Squaresoft... okay. I'm just trying to remember when they merged. They were the publishers, I think, for Final Fantasy X, I think, right? That hadn't become Square Enix yet. And I do love Final Fantasy X. It's a little different to the other Final Fantasies, yeah, but, like, You know, just a lot of it that I really like the story, like the combat system's great, even if it's a bit different to like the active time battle system. There's just a lot that I really like about Final Fantasy X. And even don't mind Final Fantasy X-2. Obviously, if we're talking about the story, it's not anywhere near as good as the first Final Fantasy X. But, you know, Dress Spheres, you know, it's an interesting system. You know, there's a lot of, like, neat aspects to it. Although it is side quests the game, isn't it? There's just so many side quests in that game.
Go.
Oh, God. Also, actually, is this the first time you've popped on? Just to ask, is this the first time you popped on where I've got this face cam on now? I was just wondering, because I was reading before about, like, the fact that, you know, a lot of Twitch people do better if they have a face cam. I don't know how much value it adds. Oh, I hear probably golden entrail and stuff. I don't know how much value it adds, but, you know, on YouTube at least, it seems like people prefer having the face cam there, so I don't know. I still haven't gotten that much feedback on it, but so far it seems like it's doing good work. But anyway, what else was I saying about that? Yeah, so they just, yeah, Square Enix, they're kind of a funny company these days. They've made some really weird decisions. We're getting all sorts of gold organs now. Like, I was going to respond right as soon as your stream clicked off. I had some technical issues last few streams, I think. It was like some kind of stream key thing. I don't know. Hopefully it's fixed now so it won't happen again. It'd be really bad if that happened again, but holy moly. But anyway, yeah, Square Enix, like, for instance, like, how many years ago is this now? Like, I love 3D platformers, and so when I saw Square Enix were going to make Balan Wonder World, and it had the people from Sonic on it, I was like, you know what, this looks really neat. And I remember being excited to play the demo, just to see what it's like. And, oh boy, already, like, within the first world itself, I felt there was something real bad going on. And I didn't even get to some of the worst aspects of that game. So obviously I never picked it up, but holy moly, was that a misfire. Okay, so you like it. That's good. That's good. I do notice that I sometimes make some funny expressions when things go wrong in the games like that. Balan, yeah. What were Square Enix doing with that? And then they did this weird little thing where they just released a bunch of weird little games all at once, basically. Like, what was it? Diofield Chronicle? Shoot, what was the other stuff that they released all around that time? They just released like a ton of games all at once. And it was like, how are any of these games going to be successful when you release so many at once? Yeah, they're just a funny company. I still like some of the stuff they do. But like, holy moly. But back to... I guess we've been talking about Final Fantasy for ages, actually, at this point, so... I guess, like a company that I've really started to like, I better switch here, actually, and I'll use my special. But, like Capcom. Like, holy moly, is Capcom good these days? There's some stuff that I would like, you know, Capcom to do these days. Like, for instance, it hurts my soul a bit that they're not making more Mega Man games. And they haven't made any, like, Ace Attorney games in a while, either. So I would love to see more of those. But Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, Devil May Cry, what are some of the other great Capcom games that I've played in recent years? Like, I played through the first Onimusha game, that was really good. There's just a lot that Capcom have been releasing that are like, you know what, this is really good. Like, I actually look at their catalog and I'm like, I actually own most of this stuff. Oh yeah, I'm using you right now, I forgot. Okay. I'm just... The Bravely Default Studio, yeah. Oh god, I forgot about Various Daylife. Oh my god. I haven't played it, but holy moly, I've seen some of the reviews and gameplay of it. I'm like, oh my god, this is actually vile. I would love to play more of those, I'd love to play some of those games alright, but there's some, like, I know you probably don't need to play, you probably don't need to play Bravely Default 1 to play Bravely Default 2. But, you know me, I always like to try to play a game in production order, just so that I can see how the game kind of evolves. They kind of do that with a lot of them. Like, actually, I just started playing, which Kingdom Hearts game is it now? Oh, Dream Drop Distance, that was the name. Dream Drop Distance. And I don't know if you've ever played that game, but I literally, in the first area that I've gone to, there's all these characters. And I was like, these characters, I think I recognize this style. And I looked them up, and it is, The World Ends With You. And I was like, yeah, what happened to World Ends With You? So I looked that up, and on PC, you only have access to the sequel, it says. Now, they say it's a sequel. It looks like it has the same characters. So it confuses me as to why they didn't release the first one. It's not as if they hadn't made the like a remaster or a remake or whatever it is of the first one. They did. They released it on Switch, I think. So why didn't they release on the other platforms? Why is it so oddly quiet in here? But yeah, and then like when Square Enix were like, oh, this game didn't sell very well for us. I'm thinking to myself, well, a lot of people probably didn't buy it because of, oh, that's not a new enemy, but I'm not super familiar with it. Oh, I keep forgetting that I'm on him and not her. Okay, let's swap back to her, so I can start using some of these abilities again. Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage. But yeah, they make some mind-boggling... Like, actually, if we talk about mind-boggling decisions like that, Sony and PC, like, what the hell are they doing with some of their strategies? Like, the reason I got reminded of that was the fact that they released Uncharted 4 on PC, haven't released any of the first 3 Uncharted games. Like, I think that's absolutely insane, because those are narrative-based games. Of course, the most shocking thing about all of it is the fact they haven't ported Bloodborne. It's like, do you want to make money or not, Sony? You know? I think he's popped out, actually.
Let's go.
That's fine. It was nice talking to him again. I'll pick this up.
Lose it, pal.
Yes, okay, the message just popped in. Well, I'll be going off soon enough anyway, so you probably won't be back by the time that I finish up the stream. But you know what? It was nice talking to you. If you see this in the VOD or anything, it was a good talk. Like, I always love to I love to rant. If someone can get me, like, started on something, I will just go off on it. But yeah. Sony. Some of their decisions on PC have been mind-boggling. And they've tried to fix some of it. Like, that really awful decision they made to have, like, the PSN be, like, mandatory. At least they've started, like, dismantling that, making it optional. So that's good. But they announced it, like, one day before Spider-Man 2 comes out on PC. So, like, unless you're, like, really, like looking at the news and stuff, you're not gonna know that. So a lot of people probably already wrote off Spider-Man 2 because of that. And then, like, when Spider-Man 2 came out on PC, it was not a good port. There were so many technical issues. It's like, why do they keep doing that? So, like, it underperformed on PC, as far as I can tell. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, like, Sony, like, shouldn't port their games to PC because it's not going to do well. Look, it didn't do well because it was a bad port. It wasn't marketed well. They didn't have, like, they poorly communicated the fact that the PSN account was no longer mandatory. It was just madness on their part. Like, sometimes you'd wonder, like, how is this a company? How is this a company that makes decisions? Do they do any market research? Speaking of the market research thing, you have Concord. Like, oh, there was a lot of, like, problems with Concord. But, like, you know, like, ignore some of, like, the kind of more subjective stuff. But, like, there are some, like, legitimately good points that people have made objectively about it. Like, the fact that the character designs don't communicate well what those characters can do or are capable of. Like, that's actually a really good point. I hadn't thought about it until I saw that, and I was like, you know what, that's actually true. Because when you look at Overwatch, and yeah, I know a lot of people like to rag on Overwatch, but at least with their character designs, they generally communicate very well what they can do. Like, what to expect from them. Whether they can fly, whether they are, like, big, strong, and tanky, and you gotta, like, deal with them carefully. All that kind of stuff. Like, they generally communicated very well. So that was one problem with Concord. There's just a lot of other weird decisions. I saw some gameplay of it, and it looks so slow-paced. Now, maybe I'm used to, like, you know, the speed of something like Overwatch, or of, like, the Doom games or something, but, like, it felt like the characters were, like, going, like, walking around, like, just gingerly walking around. It's crazy. Didn't last. And I have to, like, wonder, like, it bombed so hard. I'm like, did anyone actually look into what people's opinions were? Like, did they do tests to see, like, did people like this game? They had to have. Considering how much money it was purported that they spent on it, they had to have, like, had some kind of, like, tests, you know, just to, like, trials of people, just to see did people like it? Oh my goodness. Okay, this I really, really wanted. Okay, we are set now, I think. But they had to have tested it. But just from the outside, it looks like they didn't. Like, as if they didn't do any market research into it at all. And just so confusing from that perspective. Look at that damage now. That's fantastic. We're still doing very badly on the passives. But in terms of active abilities... Oh, crap. Really good. But... yeah, it's just kind of crazy. And... yeah, I don't know. I have all these thoughts and opinions on it. It's kind of confusing to me, their decisions. It doesn't make sense. But then again, it's very easy to sit on the outside and criticize it, isn't it? To look at Concord and go, well, that was never going to be a success. Because, you know, who predicted that Helldivers 2 would be so popular? Sure, it was a sequel, but it achieved a level of popularity that the original never had. So, like, I was completely wrong about that. And I've made wrong predictions in the past as well. I didn't think the Switch was going to be that successful. And look at it now. It's a huge success. So if I'm wrong about something, I'll own up to it. Then again, I don't really make that many predictions in general, so... but I just remember, like, looking at the Switch and thinking, like, who's going to want to, like, carry their games around? As it turns out, a lot of people. So yeah, I made a complete mistake with that. Crap! I didn't see that attack before, actually. That was weird. Like, locked me in and then attacked. Where am I at now? Oh, yeah. Oh, we can bring residual spite all the way to 5? Definitely. But yeah, like, there's a load of Sony games from the past that I would love to see released on PC. Like, there's all these rumors going around now of a God of War collection. Like, we're talking like the older God of War games.
Now for a little rampage.
And I'd be so up for that. Like, I played through, I think, only the first God of War. I would love to, like, actually play through, like, the Greek trilogy stuff, as well as, like, some of the handheld. Oh, I did play the the PSP game. What was that one called? Was it Chains of Olympus? I did play through that one. So I've played through 2 God of War games. I haven't played the new God of War games. They just seem so different. And you think I'd be a fan of it, because it looks like they took some aspects from Souls with it. Not a lot of it, I would say, but like some aspects, like the more precise combat and the dodging and that kind of stuff. I think there is definitely some Souls in there. Even if, you know, there's some then very significant differences. I don't know, it just hasn't like made me hungry to play it. I do want to play it at some point, though. It is actually on my wish list, my Steam wish list. Someone buy it for me and I'll play it on stream. Nah. Well, you know, I probably would actually at this point. It's like, if someone did buy me a game specifically so that I could stream it, as long as it wasn't like, you know, a game that I couldn't play
Not bad.
on you know, like if it was like some kind of like sexy game that Twitch wouldn't like, or if it wasn't like, I don't know, what genres wouldn't I play? I'm not a big racing game fan, but you know, like I do kind of like the kart races at points, so maybe I would do something for that.
Let's go.
I'm really bad at fighting games, so I really would not want to, like, if someone got me like Street Fighter or some Mortal Kombat or something, I'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna be so embarrassing with it on stream. Let's do the special with this guy. But yeah, I honestly, like, I don't expect anyone to buy me any games. I have loads of games to work through anyway. But I mean, I guess it is like, if someone really, really wanted me to play like God of War or something, I'd be like, you know what, sure, like I can play that on stream. Of course, I'd need to finish whatever I'm playing first. Like, if someone bought it for me now, I'd want to finish this game first before doing it. But yeah, I'm perfectly fine with people not buying me games right now as well, because I just have this huge list of games to go through, to work my way through. That's one of the things I kind of like at the moment about what I'm doing here. I'm gonna move straight to the boss here. Because it's like, it also helps me work through my backlog of games. I say help. It doesn't actually help that much because I'm only playing it like once a week and I have so many games to play, like it definitely... Does the music sound different to me? Oh crap. Okay, we've already gone through the first phase. No, I think that's the normal music. Okay, where is he? Okay, he's doing this thing now. Okay, now we're talking, what's the term, like effects overload for this now, where it's actually kind of getting a bit hard to actually see what I'm doing. Okay, I probably should swap to you. Oh crap! Let me out. Okay. Where... What the hell? I got stun locked there. Okay, let's do my special now. Let's see if I can't burn through him now. There we go, got him. That was a little messier than I would have liked, but you know what? I still got him. And I'm also playing on... what was the difficulty called? Was it Masochist or something? So I'm doing alright still. But, shoot, why was I talking about that before all hell broke loose? I was talking about the Sony games. I was talking about... I've actually completely lost my train of thought. Oh no. This is a really bad thing to do in streams. Oh, I was just talking about like people buying me games and potentially... Yeah, just, like, don't feel obligated at all to do that. I hadn't even thought about it until this point, really, when I was thinking about the God of War. The God of War. Isn't there some line? You defy the God of War? I don't know, it was just something that crossed my mind of like, oh, people could actually do that if they wanted. But again, you don't have to. At this point, I just appreciate, like, following me, really, on Twitch. Of course, any extra support I could get would be greatly appreciated. But, you know, that seems a bit excessive at this point, given where I am currently in streaming. But yeah, I just have so many games to play. I have like over 400 games lined up. Isn't that crazy? A lot of that's come from Humble.
Let's go.
But yeah, there's just so many I have to work through. And it always feels like it's no matter how much progress I make, the list keeps growing. Which then, because I have so many games, it makes me feel bad for like actually buying games in general. Unless they're like super reduced. Like when I picked up the Daedalic games, for instance, the point and click stuff, like I got so many of them for so cheap. I did not feel bad at all for buying those, and I'm really happy I did because I came across some really good games as part of that. Ed and Harvey's amazing. And I do like Deponia, even if it isn't as good as Edna and Harvey. I think Deponia was really, like, that was a really good experience overall. Just playing through the trilogy. Because I did the complete collection, you see, so I just played through it all in, like, you know, without taking any breaks, really. I mean, without taking any breaks. What I mean by that is, like, not switching to a different game. Like, I would just, you know, play Deponia all the time. And a good time with it. But then, like, for instance, sometimes, like, you know, I shouldn't be thinking it this way, but, like, because, you know, obviously you gotta have a fair price for things. But I just remember looking at some games like this. I was talking about Square Enix, so let's take that as an example. So, like, the max they do for a lot of their JRPGs tends to be, you know, 60%. In terms of a discount. And that's you know, in context of most things in life, that's really good. A 60% discount is kind of crazy good. But then, you know, I look at it and like, oh, that's $19.99 or that's $23.99. And like, considering I have 400 games to play, better do the special here. And kind of like, do I even consider buying a game for that price? And often I'm like, no, unfortunately not. If I had very few games to play, of course I would buy stuff like that. And sometimes I spoil myself. Like, crap, what was all that gunfire? Oh yeah, well I know where he's come from, but geez, that was a mess. Okay, let's switch back to year one now. Oh, she got... Looks like she got him, but with that, let me just check that there isn't any organs around. But yeah, like sometimes I do spoil myself. Like when Elden Ring came out, I was like, I'm gonna buy that. And when the DLC came out, I was like, I'm gonna buy that too. Now I got discounts on them for, you know, being on Humble. I think I got 20% off for Elden Ring and 15% off for the DLC.
Let's go. Pick your poison.
Which wasn't a huge discount. Definitely buying that. And I'll come back and buy that heal when we're about to face year one. But yeah, so like I did spoil myself with that, and then a couple like I bought Crash Bandicoot 4 recently for €16. Which I think the game itself was only discounted 50%, but because I had the Spyro and other stuff, the first Crash Bandicoot stuff, I got an extra discount on it, so I think it was essentially 59% off. And like, you know what? I was quite happy with that. I also spent a bit more than usual on which game was it now? it was Digimon World Next Order. Part of that was because I always kind of regretted not completing Digimon World as a kid. I'd love to replay Digimon World. And so I was... That's not good. Okay, that's really not good that your one's gone down, but you know what? We have to accept it sometimes. But, anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I bought that, and I had a good time with it too. I now see that there's a lot of demand for Digimon World on GOG, the GOG Dreamlist. So I would love to see that come out at some point. And I remember a couple of years ago, they were talking about, you know, how they would do a re-release. And they were like, should we do a port? Should we do a remaster? Should we do a remake? In my mind, what I'd like is a remaster, personally. Like, I want basically the original game, but with a lot of the, like, the bugs and issues with it sorted out. You know, with some, like, you know, high resolution, like, stuff. I don't need them to do a ton, just, like, clean it up a bit. In terms of, like, the UI, get rid of some of the bugs, all that kind of stuff. And I'd be happy, I think. Okay, I don't know if this will still hit me. Okay, but that was pretty decent, I think. Oh my god, there's so much stuff coming at me. Okay. Hang on, we can probably try to get rid of these guys. Okay, we've already charged this up, so let's do that. Oh wait, where did it go? Wait, did we finish it off? Oh yeah, we did. Oh, okay. But
That looks mighty fun.
shoot, what the hell else was I talking about? Give me a moment. Oh yeah, so let's just talk about Digimon World and stuff. Yeah, so like, it's just, if they did a remaster of it, just with some quality of life improvements and just like touching up the technical aspects of it, I'd be, you know, super happy to pick it up. Assuming, of course, that it was priced reasonably. Here we go, big boss fight here. But yeah, and there's just so yeah, I do spoil myself sometimes, but geez, when I have over 400 games to play, it does feel hard to convince yourself that it's worth like spending a bunch of money on a single new game. Very good damage. The whirlwind's doing huge. Oh, already got into the second phase.
Never stop fighting for my family.
You might get this done without your one reviving, actually. Like, the whirlwinds are doing huge damage. Oh my god, that's a lot of stuff.
Forbidden might. I will obliterate your there is no escape from McFly.
Here we go, I was waiting for this. Except, a bit of a problem now, I think, actually, is the fact that I don't actually have anything that can, like, go over these barriers. Maybe the whirlwinds could go through. Like, doing that, for instance. That doesn't go through. I think we did do a little bit of damage there, though. What is that? Oh, there's one inside, okay. Okay, we're doing kinda well right now. Oh. Okay, this isn't too bad to dodge. It's probably real bad if there's any compression on, though. I don't know how compressed the Twitch streams are. Also, is this a new attack? I don't recall ever seeing her do this before. Okay, we've almost got her down. What's that again? Why is everything lit up? Oh my god! Get out of the way. I do kind of like this, actually, this phase. It kind of reminds me of, if any of you have ever played Crash Bandicoot Warped, you remember the Dingo Doll fight? It's kind of like that, isn't it? Okay, we got her now, I'd say. I gotta do my voice acting in a moment as well.
You got it.
This should do it, right? Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
That looks mighty fine.
Okay, so we get to ask her another question. God, I need to prepare myself for my acting. Okay. Mom, we're back again.
You got it.
And we're here to demolish that seal. Yes, but let's have the doctor and Salty Cove lend a hand this time. That's no mundane contraption. True. Since there seems to be no means of operating it, I suppose we'll just have to blow it wide open. Very well. Mom, can you hear me? We've come to save you. Patricia, I'm so sorry for making you do this over and over. Quit apologizing, Mom. I'm gonna save you no matter what it takes. You've always had twice as much heart as any other. That's why I wanted to ensure you have proper dominion over Mictlan. Hey, I know you're only a soul right now and all, but, can I hug you? Just once? I'm sorry, Patricia. You cannot. My soul exists in a very unstable state. The slightest breeze would be more than enough to blow me away. Which is why there's no telling when the devil on my shoulder may appear to snuff me out. We're finally together again and we can't even touch? This is so screwed up.
Alright, that's it.
Hey, whoever gave my mom that evil power, I know you're listening. I want you to release her right now. She doesn't need to fight us anymore. It's no use, Patricia. I myself have wailed and begged to it multiple times since we first met. But it no longer speaks to me. Is the devil the one who sealed up the exit too? I'm sure that must be the case. When I first received this evil power, I asked the devil what would happen if the Hellhounders still defeated us. And it told me there would be no need to worry, that they would never be able to escape no matter what happens. And honestly, it put me at ease. I can't begin to imagine what a being that only exists to corrupt humans with evil could be thinking. Which is why we must hurry and restore your memories, Patricia. Right, let me think of a question. You said I was born in Mictlan, right? How do you even make this place, Mom? A fine question. You visited Mictlan several times when you were little, so I'm sure talking about it should help to revive some of your memories. The idea for Mictlan itself actually came from a real-life experience. When I was in college, a man with magical powers tried to kill me. In the end, I managed to best him and capture him. I then imprisoned him in a pocket of subspace. But was met with a dilemma. What should I do with him? He was powerful, not someone your average police officer would be able to catch or contain. If I handed him over to them, he'd just escape. But if I killed him, I would only be sullying myself with evil and creating a new cycle of revenge. So I felt the only option for me was to try and change his heart, no matter what it took. Just like with the Hellhounders. Exactly. Those who have confidence in their strength have no natural inclination to change their ways. Not until they get a taste of true despair. Sorry, I had to chuckle at the true despair thing because that really made me take a Rappa. Simple rehabilitation would not be enough. I needed to give him a proper trial through which he might grasp his own salvation. And in the end, he overcame his trials. He changed his ways and became the ivory warlock we both know so well.
What?
Whoa, so that was how you two first met? Yes, I'll be forever grateful to him for what he helped me realize. Ignoring his more unique, sadistic tendencies, I know now that Isaac now understands the value of life, forgiveness, and using his powers for the greater good. He taught me that my magic and ideals have the power to change the hearts of even those who are convinced that all witches deserve to die. People can always change, unless you kill them. They will remain as they were for eternity once dead, be they evil or not. That's why I created Mictlan, Patricia. Over several years, I created a distortion in time and space, which I gradually widened using my magic. It took an inordinate amount of effort, something I dare say I would never be able to achieve again. Everything in the initial Mictlan was born in my mind, and maintained solely through my own vitality and magic. When ready, I had the 4 Magi connect their minds to it too, and allowed them to imagine their own spaces within the Mictlan to maintain as well. At the same time, the Celestial Rainbow gathered disciples, students, and followers until it grew into the large organization it exists as now. I often brought you here to play when you were small, since those whose minds are connected to Mictlan can enter and exit at will. Doesn't sound safe to me for a child to come. Ah, that's right. We would go to Aunt Bridget's forest on Sunday afternoons for picnics. We'd make sandwiches and bake cookies. Then Uncle Isaac would lift me up high in his arms so I could pick apples from the trees. We always had so much fun. The Viridian Druid's forest was so pretty back then. It didn't have any of the swamps it has now. Maybe that's why I couldn't remember. I always got scared that everything would go up in flames when her Wicca men helped us start bonfires with their branches. Legitimate concern. That was back when we were able to keep everything in Mictlan under stricter control. But then you disappeared, Patricia, and the Celestial Rainbow became obsessed with tracking down the Hellhounders. Everything soon fell into disarray. The space suddenly became flooded with malice, our creatures turned feral, and prisoners began to escape from their cells. I'm so sorry, Mom. I wish I could have found you sooner. I wish I hadn't lost my memories. Sorry, I just chuckled there. It's not your fault, Patricia. What's important is that we're together now, and that means we still have a ray of hope we can follow. I remember so much about Mictlan now, like how we drink tea with Kiriko, and think up names for all the creatures she made. Or going shopping on the east side to find new decorations to make Mictlan pretty. Yes, to you, Patricia, Mictlan is...
I'll always love you.
Wait.
Patricia.
Wait, Mom!
All right.
Oh, come on. Quit raising my mom, you evil piece of S. For anyone who doesn't know, I can't really curse, so I censor myself. I know you're hiding somewhere. Just wait till I get my hands on you. What kind of seal is this? It deflects everything. Indeed. Judging by its appearance, it may not be of this world. It feels so weird to give this guy my normal voice, but without seeing it, I just don't know what voice to give. Exactly. And you will never break free from it. Now cease your futile floundering. Clara, are you ready for this?
Let's go.
Yeah, I've got even more memories back. I've got this. Well, this isn't gonna work because we still have one more question left. There we go. You said yeet a moment ago. That was a yeet. Never mind. I guess it wasn't enough this time either. On the contrary, my dear, it's amazing that you were able to hold on for a few seconds against something so powerful it could swallow your very soul. Perhaps this means Clara's managed to connect part of herself with Mictlan. I keep hearing the Italian accent, but I've got to stick with the voice I gave him. Wow, good going, Clara. Heh, thanks. I definitely felt something special, even if it was only for a moment. As long as I can hold on to that feeling, I think we'll be okay. Everyone in Mictlan is a prisoner now, just like us, suffering just like we are. We need to save them. My mom and the 4 Magi. Excuse me.
What?
The malice has turned your brain to stroganoff. You want us to save those self-important imbeciles as well. It's true that they have lost control of themselves, just like the Grey Witch. So once we free Clara's mother's soul, they should be freed too. Exactly. And now that I've given a lot of my memories back... not given a lot of my memories back, gotten a lot of my memories back, there's one thing I can say for sure. They're all really nice people once you get to know them. I cannot believe this.
No, thank you.
Are you sure about that, Clara? Even the Void Wizard? This changes nothing. We still need to destroy the seal either way, or we're stuck in here.
My turn.
Move out, Hellhounders. It's time to crush that thing once and for all. We can skip the credits again, because I'll watch the credits once we actually get the game legitimately done. And let's take a look at our stats. Number of times cleared. You're actually completely right. That's exactly the character that I was trying to do for him. I love that you actually recognized that. Oh god. That's fantastic. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just quickly go around the hideout, get a couple of things done, and once we've got that done, then we will finish up for this week. So, let's see. First things first, actually, I want to upgrade my weapon if I can. So let's take a look. And let's see. Yes, we have one of those. Oh, we only have one of those. Still 10% bonus, 8%. Actually, poison damage gets completely added. Actually, that's kind of huge. Okay. Oh, and we can upgrade this even more. Okay. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to upgrade his... I wish I could get multiple of those ones, but who knows. Anyway, so we've upgraded a bunch of our weapon a bunch of times, which is good. Let's see if we can actually pick up anything here interesting. Oh yeah, we could buy some of these.
Thank you.
Sure, I'll buy that. And I'll buy... Nah, I have a bunch of crimson ones. I don't know about the gold ones. Oh god. I don't know if I could do their voices. Ah, it's fine. Everyone has trouble with autocorrect. I'll hold off on...
Welcome.
Yeah. I'll hold off on that for the moment. In terms of... Actually, if that's one of the ones... I can't remember. Is that one of the ones I need to upgrade the weapons? Yes, it is. Okay, so let's do that. Good. Okay. So we upgraded Axeman's axes. So that's good. Then, with you...
What do you see?
Axeman and her, let's see. We can increase our attack again. That's a big increase, actually.
So that's what you want?
And, yeah, we still can't get any of these other ones. Yeah, that's as much we can do over here for the moment. Okay, so do you have anything to sell me that would be useful? Stage rewards. We do have a lot of the red ones. I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that, but... And that... We only have one of those, so I'm a bit nervous to use one of those right now. I'm just gonna flick through here. We have this one, so we could go with that. Is there none now that only costs... Yeah, they all kind of need all these upgrade materials here. Okay, let's do... I wonder how I unlock the harder difficulty for this minigame.
Are you sure?
Maybe I'm just meant to keep doing this and winning.
Isa.
Oh, bloody hell!
I will not claim your debt.
That's the first time I failed it. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. So is there any upgrades? Oh, yes. Anything that has a tick. I don't know why I thought the tick meant that, that there wasn't stuff to, pick up. Like, that's completely done. Okay, spirit fragments, that's fine. No problem, no problem. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, we are actually getting close to getting some of these. That'd be really nice. Why is that an orange? Just because it's new? I've only used Axeman and Salty Cova 3 times. Wow. Oh, okay, sorry. I did... Oh, okay, 5... Wow. Okay, so that's all fine and dandy. Let's take a look at your store, see if we can't get anything. I would love to be able to get more passive skills, but unfortunately... Raging Recovery? I kind of like that, the name, actually, Raging Recovery. We could get this. Yeah, let's get this. We can also get that. Doing quite well there, actually. Making fine progress. We just need more resources. I guess it's Entrail Dude that I meant to kind of get more resources from.
Welcome.
Like the fact that he sells me this stuff. Why is Crystallized Sin so expensive? I could buy one of these. But I have 2 of them already, so it's not really a priority. How about your
Welcome.
your stuff here? Buy the materials from Dinke. Okay. The amount of stages you need to clear in order to activate Chains of 3, that doesn't really matter to me. Active skills. When you start with more than 500 pennies, maybe later in the runs. 1 level to skills you own whenever you defeat a boss. That's not the worst. At some point I want to go crazy and just buy all of these. Everyone always brings that guy up, huh? Have you played Cuphead, actually? That's a good one. Really like that game. I played through the DLC and it was awesome as well. Yeah, if I buy any of these right now, I feel like I'm just buying them for the sake of buying them, you know?
Thank you.
And how much... What are my resources like currently? I'm gonna save again just to be sure. I can't upgrade any of these. Oh, wow, you did co-op? I'm gonna tell you a funny thing, actually, that I find with Cuphead with that. I actually find co-op more difficult than just playing it by myself. And that's not, like, theoretically, it should be easier because you can actually revive each other. But it's just, there's so much going on screen. So much, like, yeah. So... Really? You only found out about that recently? That's interesting. That actually surprises me a bit. But, okay, yeah, that's fair. Everyone misses things recently. Like, there's a lot of things that... God, okay, I'll tell this quick story, and then I'm actually going to need to finish up here. So, like, until I saw American Horror Story Hotel, I honestly thought Lady Gaga was, like, in her 60s or something. Like, I thought she was a much older person than she actually was. And part of that is just because I don't know music at all. I don't know why I got the impression she was old. Maybe the lady part? I don't know. But, anyway, so yeah, I think that's as much as we're able to unlock at the moment. Could possibly buy a drink here for next time, but...
Want a drink, little lady?
Could unlock some of this stuff as well. Why not? Okay, that might be a bit much. Let's see. For the next one, I kind of like... At the moment, I think I'm limited to 1 dodge, so buying this kind of reassures me for the next run. Okay, let me quickly save. One more time for safety. And we are heading out to the... out to the main menu, just to do my quick outro. There we go. So, next week it looks like we're going to be able to ask the mom the final question. And then I'm curious to see, because there is definitely another stage after that, whether, like, we'll go straight into the next stage or if I'll have to, like, do another run again. But we are making, yeah, that's... theoretically it's easier Cuphead in co-op, but in reality I just found that it's more difficult because it's just all the stuff going on screen at once. But anyway, hopefully folks are enjoying watching me play Penny Blood Hellbound. Of course, if you want to check out any of these streams in the future, you can go and check out Immortallium Gaming on YouTube. Upload all of my VODs there, so you can go check that out. Check out some of my other playthroughs. For instance, Lunacid was a good one. I know that's been pretty popular recently, etc, etc. Also, go ahead and check out Victory Achieved Gaming. Victory Achieved Gaming is a YouTube channel in which I guide a friend through some pretty challenging games. Currently, we are doing Dark Souls Remastered, as well as we've just started, well, we started last week, a while ago, but sorry, Poo Poo Tetris. So, go ahead and check that out. We've also got loads of other games on there, so we greatly appreciate all of the support. And also go ahead and check out my work on UK Anime Network. UK Anime Network is a website that covers a wide variety of Japanese media. It's much more than just anime. We're talking, you know, anime, manga, video games, live action films, toys, etc, etc. I'm covering some interesting stuff on there. I've done some interviews with a couple of interesting people recently. So definitely go check that out. That would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, with that, I would also like to thank Honchko Hoodlum for talking to me. It was good talking to you. I got an opportunity to rant about a lot of stuff, which I always like doing. It was good. Good talking to you, mate. So, anyway. Did I hear you're doing a podcast as well? Boy, where did you hear that from? Do you mean just now? Because I'm not really doing a podcast now. I guess the Poo Poo Tetris episodes are kind of like a podcast. I was wanting to set up a podcast recently, but it kind of fell through a bit. We recorded the first episode of something, but until we've got like a bunch of episodes, I kind of don't want to start like uploading it, and also make sure that we're consistent with it. So yes, I've tried to set up a podcast, but not quite there yet. Anyway, with that all being said and done, this has been Owen, also known as Immortallium, and I will talk to you guys next week. So until then, have a good one.